You marked the perfect order block, but it was so unfortunate that price didn't even come back to touch it and still went exactly where you predicted. Why does that happen? Let me show you what smart money is really doing. There are a lot of times like that you would have, made your analysis very beautiful. You mark your order block, then you'll be waiting for market or price to come back to that your order block. But unfortunately, you will just see market skyrocketing to your preferred direction without price being coming back to your order block. Okay, most traders think order blocks are the holy grail. Most traders literally thinks market needs to come back to the order block before the price fly like a bird in the sky. But no, it's not really like that. It doesn't really work every time like that. So here is the truth. Price doesn't have to return to your order block to move. In fact, smart money often avoids your level on purpose. So if you come across this video, you are lucky, yeah? So in this video, I will show you why price ignores order blocks, what actually drives price instead, and how to still catch the move like a professional that you are. First thing first, let me clear something up to you guys. Order blocks are not magnets. Order blocks is just an institutional reference, just like the support and resistance level, just like the supply and demand, just like some other breaker blocks and stuff like that. Yeah, they are just areas where institutional previously placed order. Okay, but the market is not obligated to revisit them. Like other blocks, it's not compulsory for market to revisit them. Price moves based on liquidity, not your zone. If liquidity is already taken, there is no reason for price to come back to your order block. Okay, so and also price can also move after tapping your bear value gap. Are you getting me? So sometimes you would have seen yourself drawing, like marking your order block, and you will just see that market is not coming back to it. So let's just go straight to the point without wasting much of our time. So with no further ado, let's just delve in. As you can see this illustration right here. Very beautiful illustration here. So you can see we have as you can see, this market is, the illustration is literally buying, as you all can see. So we have this breakout here. You already know. I don't need to be, I don't really need to be talking about that. So you already know, if you see a bullish, bearish, and consolidation phase in the financial markets graph, you guys already know how it is. So this is a bullish trend according to this analogy. You can see market broke out from this recent high right here. Then we have another block here. But unfortunately, you see the price is not coming back to the other block. Then what happened? Market flew again to the upside. Can you see? So in this video, you are going to see why this thing happened. Yeah. After that, we have another breakout here. What happened again? Instead of this price to come back to our order block somewhere here, you can see price didn't later come back to the other block. What happened? Price just flew again without mitigating your original order block. So what happened? Why does this kind of thing happen in the financial market graph? Like I said, first thing first, market doesn't need to come back to your order block before flying. Yeah, doesn't need that. Once market take out one or two liquidity, market is fine to move. Or once market fill in fair value gap like imbalance or inefficiency, market is ready to move. Okay, so that's the reason why you are seeing market, neglecting, ignoring your order block here. That's how smart money and ICT traders, that's how they trade. Okay, so as you can see now, market didn't come back to this order block, then fly. Another thing I want to tell you is that whenever you see a major breakout like this, whenever you see a breakout structure like this, just wait for market to take out liquidity. Yeah, I mean liquidity inside the breakout, like liquidity before the breakout. We have a liquidity here. If you have seen my video on major and minor inducement, you will definitely understand what I'm trying to say here. Yeah. So market took out this inducement. This is a minor inducement, and you already know a minor inducement is that kind of inducement that you will see before a breakout, like before a breakout structure. So this is a minor inducement. Market took it out, then break out again. As you can see, market took this inducement too out. One day I will be covering a video on the difference between inducement and liquidity. Okay, so just stick to this channel, subscribe. Whenever I drop the video, you will be able to be the first person to see it. So market came back, took out this liquidity too, then market flew to the upside. So market doesn't really need to come back to your order block before flying. Doesn't really need that. Market doesn't really, smart money doesn't really have time to do that. It doesn't really have time to wait. So that is just the fact. Although I'm not saying market is not going to be coming back to your order block, yeah, market still comes back to order block, but what I'm trying to say is that it is not every time. It is not every time. It is not every time. So whenever you see market sweeping out liquidity, or let me say let me say minor inducement, and you see a change of character like this, then the market is telling you it wants to fly to the upside. That means the market is already neglecting this order block. Are you getting me? So something like that happened. Market took out this low too, then break out again, which give us a market structure shift, MSS. Some people will call it choke, change of character. As you can see, market just give us a choke, then fly again. Are you getting me? So this choke happened because market has already taken out liquidity here. Market doesn't still really need to come back to your order block. That is the most reason why you see market ignoring your order blocks every now and then. Once market take out liquidity or maybe fill a fair value gap, market can decide to move. Don't forget, you are not the one controlling the market. You are only acting on what you are seeing, what market prints. So that is just how it was. Let's go to the live chart. Let's see a very quick example because I don't want this video to be too long. Let's see a very few example of this thing that I just illustrated here. So this is the live chart. This is EURUSD 1 hour time frame. As you all can see, what can you see? You can do this on any time frame. Your own is just for you to understand market structure. Once you understand market structure, you don't have a problem. So we have a breakout here. Yeah, we have a breakout here on this 1 hour time frame, and we have this low here. So this is our major choke. I think if you have literally watched my market structure video, you should understand why I call this one a major choke. Okay, so if you've never seen it, you can just go to my YouTube channel, just search for it, and you're going to see it and watch. So this is a major choke now, but let's move to, let's go to what's currently happening. I can see market rallying up here. This is unfiltered analysis, like I'm analyzing the chart as it is, nothing more, nothing less, just like it is right now. Yeah, so we can see we have a we have something here. We have a breakout structure there. This is a breakout structure. Where is our order block? If you zoom out well, you will see we have you should be having another block here. As you can see, extreme order block. Some people will say extreme order block here. So we have another block here. But unfortunately, what happened after market broke out from this low? Did market come back to this other block? No. That is what I'm saying. Sometimes, or let me say a few times, you'll be seeing this kind of thing on your graph. Okay, market didn't come back here, but what did you later see? Market broke out from this low, giving us another BOS. So definitely, if you literally mark this other block for markets to come back to before you sell your market, definitely you are going to miss this trade. You are going to 100% miss this trade. So that is just the reason why sometimes market neglects other block. You are going to miss this trade. So now, like I said, I told you that whenever this, where is this? So sorry for the break. So like I was saying, you can see the price didn't come back to this other block before the sale. So like I was saying the other time during the illustration explanation, I said whenever you see a major breakout like this, you just wait for market to take out liquidity on that your same time frame. Yeah, just wait for market to take out liquidity. Where is liquidity? We can see liquidity here also serve as minor inducement. So market took it out. Yeah, so when market took it out, the market starts selling to the downside. So It's as simple as that. Market doesn't really need to go back to the other block to, doesn't really need to go back to the other block to mitigate it before selling. Okay, so that is how we see a breakout to the downside. That is how we see a breakout to the downside. Although there is something I want to quickly chip in here, because this is an unfiltered analysis. Yeah, there's something I would like to chip in here. Normally, if you want to sell, I know some people will ask, so where is the confirmation to sell? Something like that after market might have taken out this inducement or liquidity, whatever. So some people will be like, where is the confirmation to sell? Blah 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 blah. If you want to see a confirmation, you go to your 15-minute time frame. So let's go to 15-minute time frame and see if there is a confirmation to sell right there. Let's go to the 15-minute time frame. I hope the chart shows it. Okay, I think we can see it here. So okay, let's see if there is a confirmation. You need to understand market structure very well. Okay, you need to understand market structure very well. So after market might have taken out this high, our last low that we had was this one here. This was the last low, so market was unable to take it out. So definitely we don't have a choke. Okay, we don't have a choke according to this 15 minutes. But what happened? If you really can see very well, you can see, I don't know, let me just try to zoom a little. So if you really understand market structure, you can see we have this breakout to the downside. Then market took this high out. Are you getting it? So market took that high out. What's this? Okay. Market took that high out. After that, what's this now? Okay. Market took that high out. Then since market might have taken this high out, we have this low now as our major low for market to take out. So this is our major low for market to, disburse. So this is our major low. So when we see market crashing this major low, that means the market is ready to sell. But I won't advise you to sell again if you see market crashing this low. Okay, I won't advise you to sell again. And also, if you look at your, this is a major structure. If you look into your minor structure, you will see that when markets make a pullback to somewhere here, which we might have an order block, you can see that we have this high as a protected high here. But what happened again? You can see market literally take out this high. After that, market took out this high too. Are you getting me? After market might have taken out this, no, it's like something happened. After market took out this high, we have this okay. So after market took out this high, yeah, this high here, I don't need this high again. This high here, this is just a kind of a liquidity sweep. Although there is a space here, I think this should be on Monday or something. So there is a space there, so I don't really know what the price did here. That's another problem. I don't really know what the price did here. I don't really know what the price did here. Don't really know what the price did here. There is a space because I'm just analyzing this chart as it is, not like here. So there's a space here I can't really see, and that's a big problem. But notwithstanding, let's analyze what we can see. So we have a choke here to the downside. So this is telling us that market wants to sell. So if at all you want to sell, which I will not even advise you to sell, if at all you want to sell, you should sell from here. Put your stop loss above this high. If you've seen my breaker block or video, you will understand why I'm selling here. Okay, so then you target wherever you want to target, but the main important place to target is this low, is this external liquidity. So the risk to reward is very minor, it's very small. So I won't advise you to sell. So you can just wait for better opportunities in the market. Okay, so that is just it. But let's try and see if we are going to see another very beautiful let's see if we are going to see another beautiful, let's go to 1 hour again. Let's see, we are going to see another beautiful structure. So we had this. Okay, let me delete this. We had this. What can you see? I can see market took out liquidity here. then crash this low. Don't worry, I will make a video on liquidity, so you understand. You will definitely understand how to view the chart very well. Yeah. So I think this is what is happening currently on the chart. Okay, this is what is happening currently on the chart. Okay, so I see market taking out this liquidity, then crash this. Although market has, market has taken out this low before coming back here to take out this liquidity, then later on give us a BOS again. Okay, so let's focus on this side. Let's focus on this side. So market took out this low. Okay, market, there is no really any other block here, and also market literally raided the recent lower high to the downside. But if you still want to sell, there's a confirmation to sell. But we're not talking about selling. Okay, now let's go. Then we had this big breakout now to the downside, and as you can see, what happened? We should be having our other block somewhere here. We should be having another block here. I think this one has been mitigated. You can see it very well. That other block has been mitigated here. Can you see this candlestick mitigated it, so it's invalid. So we are not going to be using that. Then which one are we going to be using? We should be marking this other block here. We have another block here which we are expecting markets to come back to. Let me zoom it. Can you see? Very valid other block with fair value gap. So we have another block here which market should be coming back to. This week supposed to touch it, but it was unable to touch it. I didn't be this week touches it the last time. This place too is invalid, but price was unable to touch it, so that place is still valid. Okay, so now how are we saying? Is market going to come back to this other block, or is it going to neglect it to the downside? I don't know if anybody can answer the question. Is market going to come back to this other block, or is market going to reject or neglect this other block again and sell again to the downside? Okay, so let me just explain. To me, I should be looking for a sell. Why? Market has already given me a change of character. This is my change of character right here. This is a choke right here. Don't forget, I told you, if market gives you a breakout structure, market needs to take out liquidity. We have a liquidity here. Market has taken it out already. Easy peasy. Markets are there. It's not compulsory for market to come back to your other block, especially when there is momentum in that directional bias. It's not compulsory for market to come back to your other block. Okay, so this market has taken out liquidity here. Okay, and market has given me a breakout structure. So all I need to do is just to be looking for sale. I have another block here. All I should be doing is to be looking for sale. So if I should be selling from here, definitely I'll put my stop loss here, because that is the last high the market must not come back to and break. Then I'll be targeting whatever I want to buy. The most important thing to target is the recent low, which is the external range liquidity. Yes, that is the most important place to target. So let me just leave it like this. You can check on your own chart and see if it plays out or if it did not play out. So but I've leave it like this anyway. So this is the TP that I should be targeting. So you don't need to be how do I even call it? There's something I want to say. You don't need to be a virtuous trader. You just have to be satisfied with the profit. In as much you are not risking more than what you are going to gain, it is fine. This is 1 to 7. This is 1 to almost 2. This is 1 to 2 up to 1 to 2. It is okay. Okay, so that's fine. So this place is going to be the sell limit. Stop loss above this high, as in stop loss above this high, then target here for your TP. It's fine. So let's go to 15 minutes for the confirmation entry, and let's see it clearly here. So for the 15-minute aspect, you can see market took out this liquidity here. Like I said, market doesn't really need to go back to your other block. Once market take out liquidity and you see a confirmation entry, you can sell or you can buy. Depends on the bias. Okay, so market took out this low, which is the major low. As you can see, we have a BOS here to the upside. Then we have a minor. If you've never seen my market structure video, I think I can't really remember the name of the video anyway. So you can see we have a minor choke here. So definitely this is going to be the major choke. So market market took that low out, so it's a confirmation to sell. Okay, so you can just place your you know your sell limit here, your stop loss here, and target the low. Or better still, if you are that kind of a conservative trader that you really like to wait enough for you to take trades, but don't forget, while waiting enough too, you might miss a trade. Okay, but if you are that kind of trader that really likes to wait enough before taking a trade, it's still fine. You can wait for market to come back to any of this side. Then when you see a choke again to the downside, you can just sell the market. Okay, so it is as simple as what? As that. Easy peasy, no stress. Okay, so I don't know, maybe we can still check one or two, but I think this is fine. You can actually backtest this on your own chart too. Okay, and also, if you want to see more of this kind of video, don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and don't forget to invite your friends and family to this YouTube channel for them to watch. Okay, and if you have anybody still finding it very strenuous to maneuver the financial market charts, you can actually share this video with the person. And also, if you have any question for us to cover on this YouTube, you can actually drop your questions in the comment section. All right, thanks and bye. See you some other time. Okay.